What's up, guys? In today's tutorial video, we are going to be running through Jedah. Jedah is originally from Darkstalkers, and he's a really cool character. I'm glad he finally found his way into Marvel vs. Capcom with Infinite. So in this game, Jedah is a pretty decent rushdown character with a lot of utility. He adds a lot to any team that he's on because of both his lockdown potential. He's very strong with tag cancels. He's really great at using meter. He has a lot of good supers. So let's run through his moves real quick. His special moves, he has quarter circle forward punch. This is probably his most commonly used special move. It throws out this buzzsaw blade. You can do it in the air too, and that kind of changes the trajectory. The main reason that this is so good is because it forces the opponent to block. So once this is out, you know, you can tag cancel and try to start some offense that way. You can go for air dash mix-ups. It's worth noting that his air dash makes him airborne, which is very, very interesting. So, of course, he can do these really fast overheads, tricky cross-ups. You don't know what side he's going to hit on. But it does kind of limit his movement because, you know, normally characters can wave dash around the screen, you know, chain their ground dashes together. Jedah can't do this. So anyway, throwing out the buzzsaws, great way to set up air dash mix-ups and stuff like that. He's got quarter circle forward and kick, which is this slashing move. As far as I can tell, this is mostly just a combo piece. The heavy version wall bounces, which is nice. You can combo off it that way. The light version does not wall bounce. But in certain situations, you know, you can set up combos off it and stuff like that. So pretty much just a combo move. Quarter circle back punch is this sort of weird command grab thing. It's not really a grab, it's blockable. But the primary reason this move is good is that you can combo off it. So you can do a lot of stuff like this to set up buzzsaws. What a lot of people do is you can do like a really long combo with your first character, you know, into whatever, and then bring Jedah in, end this with the command grab, and then set it up, tag back in, do all kinds of mix-ups. That's like a really, really common setup with Jedah, and one of the reasons that he's so good as a teammate is because he allows you to set up these really strong mix-ups with your primary character, and this quarter circle back punch special is a big part of that. Let's see, he's also got flight. It doesn't seem amazing. I don't know. It's like pretty fun that he's got it, but as far as I can tell, he doesn't really have any like combos that involve flight too well. As opposed to someone like Nova that's going to be using flight in most of his combos. Jedahs aren't that great. Speaking of flying, quarter circle back punch in the air is this actual command grab type thing, this swoop. Mid-screen, it's not great because it just throws them all the way to the other end of the screen. You can't combo off it. But in the corner, this move becomes very powerful because there's going to be a lot of situations, you know, where the opponent is blocking and you want to go for tri-jumps, but they expect it. They expect the overhead. So instead, you can do a dash and then immediately do this command throw afterwards. And in the corner, you can combo off it, so it gets a lot more potent that way. So in the corner, I definitely see this move as a pretty valuable mix-up tool. He's got quarter circle forward kick in the air. This is another combo piece, it seems like. You can combo it into super. And he's also got quarter circle back kick in the air, which is this sort of dive move. This move's a little bit funny. I don't really know what it's for. I mean, I guess it's kind of tricky if you tag cancel it. You know, you can set stuff up that way. So it's kind of an interesting move, but it doesn't seem like amazing to me, but I'm not sure. Definitely as a tag cancel setup, it's not that bad. So those are all his specials. He's got a bunch of command normals. With some of his light buttons, if you hold forward, that changes the buttons. So this is his standing jab, this is his forward jab. You cannot chain these into itself, but you can do stuff like this. Chain into it. Same with crouching jab. Same with jumping jab. That's the normal version. That's the forward version. And same with crouching light kick. So that's the normal version. That's the down forward version. So You know, these moves are, it's like interesting that he has them, but really I don't think you'll be thinking about it a lot. Just because this game is less about like long pokes with normals. It's more about getting in the opponent's face and rushing them down. So let's talk about his supers real quick. He has 3 of them. So I already showed you his air super, quarter circle forward and 2 kicks. This is a great combo super because in certain situations you can combo off it, which is nice. Like I said, you can set up all kinds of stuff off that combo. He's got his quarter circle forward 2 punches super, which is this, he reaches through the ground and grabs you. The interesting thing about this is that this tracks. So anywhere the opponent is on screen, this is going to find them. So you can counter a lot of projectiles with this and stuff like that. Or you can use this to kind of do 2 supers in 1 combo. That's pretty useful. You can do stuff like this. And then OTG with his level 1 super. So he's pretty good at using meter to do damage because these 2 supers have a lot of utility. So that's another reason I think he goes great in the 2nd slot on a team. Your first character can, you know, do work, build up some meter, and then tag Jedah in for the mix-ups into the damage with his supers. Finally, he's got a level 3 super, quarter circle forward, and 2 kicks. Like most level 3s, this pretty much just seems like a damaging combo ender, and it does do a lot of damage. You can pretty easily do combos into this super that are going to do a lot of damage. You know, even something simple like that, it does a grip. So this is pretty good for those situations where you just need to get a little bit more damage to finish the opponent off. So let's talk about gem usage. I think most of the time you're going to be wanting Reality Stone with Jedah. It's really good for him because, you know, it forces the opponent to deal with the projectile. You can use that as an opportunity to set up his various mix-ups. And the Reality Storm is good with like every character. So I definitely think Reality is pretty compelling, but he does have some other options. In particular, I think Soul Stone can be really good with Jedah, or at least it's really fun. You know, the Surge for Soul Stone is not anything amazing, but the Infinity Storm for it is amazing because it does revive a fallen character. So like I was saying earlier, Jedah is a really good companion character. He's not incredible on his own because it's a little bit hard to open people up because his movement is a little bit wonky. It's kind of hard for him to threaten with lows. The opponent kind of always knows you're going to go overhead. But so if that first character dies, you kind of get the second chance with the Soul Stone where, you know, now all of a sudden you've got 2 characters again and you can take advantage of Jedah's really strong teamwork potential. So that's really about it for Jedah. I think he's an extremely fun character. He can be a little bit wonky at first because of his unconventional movement, but he's very fun to play, and he's not that hard either, so I recommend you check him out, especially if you like his style, which I think he is definitely very cool looking. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.